Hey, it's cracking, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you're having a good morning. Here you go, look at this. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. I'm trying to work on this idea that I have, and I kind of wanted to flesh it out here a little bit and see what you guys think. It seems to me, it seems to me that all right, how do I? I've been reading a lot about like the sacred and the profane. I've been reading quite a bit about religious symbolism, rites of passage, and how it affects the world in which we live. And it seems to me like right now we're suffering. Like our entire species, our entire society, we're suffering from like a lack of the sacred. And trying to think of a way to convey that in words. Because you could just say, well, we're suffering from a lack of the sacred, but that doesn't really point. So I'm going to try and break out my argument here and let me know what you guys think. So it seems to me that logic and reasoning have been carrying our species for the last 250 years, ever since the Industrial Revolution, ever since the beginning of industry. And logic and reasoning have done us well. They have got us to where we are today. But I don't think we can go any further on just logic and reasoning. I think it's imperative that we bring back the sacred rites of passage and religious symbolism. I think that's what we're suffering from. And here's how I try to explain that. Logic and reasoning are like the leading edge of water dripping from a melting glacier. Think for a moment about a giant mountain, and on top is this glacier, and as the summer approaches, it heats up, and a small trickle of the ice begins to melt. That small trickle begins to flow down the mountainside, slow but sharp, and cutting a path of least resistance down the side of the mountain. And that small trickle, the leading edge of that water, will travel far. However, it will meet resistance, and it'll pool, and it'll find a spot where it can no longer travel down the mountain until it's reinforced by the source, until it reaches back to a substantial, meaningful amount of water to reinforce it. And I would say that if the leading edge, the trickle, the first part of the glacial melt is logic and reasoning, then then um then I believe the second part would be like meaning and ritual and mythology. So logic and reasoning have gotten us far, but it won't take us any further until we reach back and we harness the true power that comes from religious ceremony, from rites of passage, symbolism. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. What's up, love? Sorry. I was. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was just trying to get my notes out about my metaphor since I was